Now I know it has been a couple of days since the last video and all the memberships are being cancelled. It's horrible. But here it is. Here's a new video.
Fastest lap of the race, really good job. Car on the left, clear on the left.
All blue flag, blue flag, blue flag, blue flag. Blue flag, I'm racing here, guys. Get out of the way, holy shit. Talked to one of my friends at Red Bull to do the sponsorship and stuff like that. We are pretty close, and he's a pretty nice guy. And he hooked me up with some of them. You know, wings from the F1. And so I've kind of upgraded my GT3 here to a semi F1 car. You can see in front of us, we've got one of the old models GT3 with barely any downforce. The tires are horrible. If we just look at him for a little bit, you can see that he's sliding all over the place. Going super wide here. It is absolutely horrible. But it makes for some interesting races, you know, with those multi-class races. Even though I find it a bit dangerous to put old GT3 cars against modern F1 GT3 cars like mine. It's dangerous for the slower ones, it's dangerous for me. I don't know why he's going on the side. I was not planning on passing him anytime soon. But I appreciate it anyways. Thanks for the blue flag respecting. That is an Austrian. You can see he has an IQ higher than 5. Stunning. And with that, I welcome everyone to this awesome video of mine. So, today I think we're gonna answer some of the questions or misconceptions that most people seem to have. The first one being regarding Race-Room. I keep seeing on the Assetto Corsa forum that people say that I am banned from Race-Room. I mean, it is correct that my main account is technically banned, but I've released a bypass, which it's just one byte and you can bypass that. But then again, they took all the content off of my account, and I'm obviously not showing the exploit where I have all the cars, because if I'm driving a car that I don't own, you know, I could get, I don't know, sued or something. So better not show that. And I'm also not playing Race-Room at the moment a lot. When I'm playing a game where I want to race, I play Automobilista because it's pretty cool at the moment and lots of updates. Anyways, so here we are in Race-Room. I'm on my keyboard right now because I don't have my steering wheel connected, but as you can see, I'm IP banned. A lot of people also seem to think, because I help the Race-Room developers, that I'm now trying to help everyone by cheating, which obviously doesn't make sense, and it's also not what I'm trying to do. Now with the Race-Room devs, it was not so complicated actually. I made a cheat and I found some, because they were in the beta with their ranked servers, and I thought I might as well tell them that they might as well server-side the incident points instead of you know, letting the client say, hey, I just got an incident, and so on and so forth. They said they were fixing it, they probably still didn't fix it, whatever it is, right? But, so that just happened, you know. I had no intention when I started to make a cheat to help them. And it's the same here. I bought the game for my own experience, for my own learning experience, and I didn't mean to help anyone, you know. I just offered it to them when they were on the forums, and I was like, send me an email. And they didn't send me an email. I sent Ares a private message why he's not streaming anymore, because I saw that he had pretty regular streams and pretty regular uploads. But then for like a week or so, he had no uploads at all. And I asked him, and then we got to talk, and we started talking about this and that. And then eventually we started talking about a little bit more interesting stuff for him. And I don't know, the only thing that I really told them was that you can get the DLC for free on a very easy way, and they have already patched that, so pretty good for him. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm not actually actively trying to help anyone. I'm just helping myself. Now the next thing is a lot of people on the forums suggest anti-cheat solutions. They're like, why do they not buy this or buy that? Why do they not get VAC or EAC or whatever it is, right? The TLDR is, in my opinion, it is pretty stupid that people say that. People think if they just slap an anti-cheat on that game, everything is gonna be solved, which is completely wrong. Because, I mean, people say Valorant, you know, they suggest Valorant and iRacing, and both do have kernel anti-cheats, but they both also have cheaters. Like iRacing, it's maybe not so apparent because you have to spend $1,000 to get all the vehicles and then you have to pay the subscription. So people are not gonna go backwards at 700 kph and ramming everyone out and shit, you know. They're gonna do it more subtle, like extremely subtle, but I'm pretty sure there is professional drivers who are cheating, just like in CSGO where they are cheating on kernel anti-cheats. So it does not really matter what anti-cheat solution they have. If somebody wants to cheat, they're gonna get in. It's such a waste of money in my opinion. I mean, it's not a waste of money, but you know, it keeps the retards out, but if somebody wants to get in, you get fucked anyways. And for Assetto Corsa, it doesn't seem to make sense. They don't have a huge esports scene, and the public races, I mean, who gives a shit about them? And what people forget is that you also have to pay those things, and they are not free. They are apparently, I don't know what the price is, but apparently they're pretty expensive. So think about it. There's probably only a couple people cheating in Assetto Corsa, and if you really wanted to keep me out, you could just, I don't know, send me $500,000 and the problem is solved. The next thing is the attention-seeking assumptions or something. I don't seek attention, you know, like if I could turn off the in-game chat, I would have probably turned it off already. The TLDR is, I like to make a video, and if people enjoy the video, that is very cool for me. But I don't care if anyone else that does not regularly watch my video watches my video, and I don't care if you go enrage on the forums. I mean, it is funny to see, but if nobody made a post, it would also be fine. So that's that. After stunning 7 minutes and 20 seconds, we get to the main attraction of this video. Why did I come back to Assetto Corsa? Now, I was pretty busy playing Automobilista 2, and it's a fantastic game in my opinion. It's very enjoyable. The updates are coming out super regularly, and I feel like they are making great progress on that game. In case you're wondering, yes, I also made a cheat for Automobilista 2. But my friend Machi was playing as iRacing, and he was doing absolutely horrible. Like, if you know Machi, or if you have seen Machi before driving around in a racing game, he is absolutely clueless. Like, he is driving with legs, it looks like. But anyways, he was spending money on iRacing, and I suggested him to get a different game where he doesn't have to constantly pay. Then I suggested him to get Assetto Corsa Competizione, and we played a little bit of the game normally on a Monza server, and that kind of brought back I don't know how you would call that, my explorer instinct, if you want to call it that. And I knew my cheat was already pretty good previously, but it had one major flaw. When you drive fast, like, I have a lot of grip, right? But when you go fast with a lot of grip, then the car would just go sideways. Like, the grip was so... Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna explain this. I'll just show it. Maybe fix the tires. There we go. Okay, so normally when you drive around, my car is totally stock right now. Just drives as usual, you know, has no grip. It's already understeering like crazy. Understeering like crazy. So that's the normal thing, right? If you increase the engine power a little bit, and you also increase the grip a little bit, Jesus. What happens is when you go fast into the corner, you just flip over. Because your tires have a lot of grip, but the rest of the car does not give a shit. It's still heavy, you know? Stuff like that. Now, if you make your car lighter, which you can do, like that, Now the car is lighter. The next problem is, if you have a lot of horsepower and a lot of torque, then the car is gonna go up at the front. Let me see how do you change the camera angle again? That's also not good, you know? If you want to go fast and your car starts to do a wheelie all the time, you kinda get fucked. What you can do is you can slightly tweak the car a little bit so that you have a little bit more horsepower than usual, a little bit more grip, a little bit less weight, and you're basically already the king. So, next day I got up, started to looking around, testing this and that, and eventually I got it to work. And here we are. No more flipping when I go with 700 into a turn. No more wheelies when I'm starting to accelerate with my 7000 horsepower. You know, something kinda interesting for you guys. Back when I uploaded the other videos about Assetto Corsa, multiple people, I think like 5 or 6 people, have messaged me privately saying that they were also developing a cheat. But they are kinda incompetent, like they couldn't really get anywhere. So if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. What I'm trying to say is that there may or may not be cheaters coming around soon. Just saying. Or they are already around. I don't know. Maybe they just gave up as well. Could be whatever, right? I don't think I gave them any significant tips and tricks, but just saying. Man, this video is getting longer and longer. I keep coming up with new stuff. So people keep saying that they want everything server-sided, which is a good idea technically speaking. But if you look at the server statistics when you are racing online, especially in longer races, the CPU goes up to like 80%, 90%. Imagine you would handle all the simulation of physics and everything on the server and then validate all of the values from all the cars. Imagine the CPU at that point, you know. I think the server side, the server itself is not very optimized, or I don't know what's going on the server. But it's definitely not ready for a completely server-side game, because it's probably just gonna blow up. Especially when people are running the server on home PCs or shit servers or something like that. Anyhow, something I find very important, which I haven't covered actually. Yesterday I got a message on Reddit. I didn't even know that was possible. But somebody sent me like a private message and then telling me about how he has wives and kids and that he just wants to race for, you know, 1 or 2 hours a day to calm down. I found that so hilarious that he's complaining about his life, you know. It's like basically what this message is saying is that he has a wife and he has kids and he has got a job and that's so bad and he has got basically no free time. I mean, just go for cigarettes, dude. Start all over again. I mean, if you're complaining, I told him that there's homeless people sleeping in the subway train station. They don't even have internet or they cannot play at all, you know. I mean, you're complaining about your 1 hour, you got wives and kids and you got a warm home and food and everything. That guy has nothing, dude. He's not coming to me complaining that I'm ramming him out. Fucking disgusting you guys are. Jesus. Anyhow, this brings me to the last part of the race. It's gonna be very funny for everyone who is playing this game legit, so stay tuned. Basically, I wanted to do a fast lap here, where I'm trying to go as fast as I can and physically feel like it's possible, and then something unfortunate happened. Force feedback woke up. I got disqualified. Well, that's unlucky. So, I got disqualified. Happy ending for everyone. I had my fun. You guys had your fun. See you next race, guys.